Just decided to make a little short film. I thought it was going to turn into a complete blizzard there for a second when I turned on the camera. I'm like, oh, it's looking real good. Dude, bro's got chains on over there. Pete's got his chains on today, but none yesterday and all the mud in the rig, man. You can see I have two wagons connected together to make one, that bend in the middle. Super waiting for those ass weights right there on the 200-ton crane. Riker over here. The little tandem and the high boy is going to get the anchor blocks. Did I say? Yeah. Counterweights for me, anchor blocks for him. Looks like Zach's about to fetch a coil. And they look like they're almost ready. Yeah, we got a little bit of flurries rolling in. Went and washed my truck and the highboy that I had on the rig move yesterday because it was a complete pile of mud. And yeah, got almost to Cynthia, snow. I'm like, sweet. Good thing I washed, but I got all the mud off. So that's what kind of counted the best for me. Bro's over here moving some sawdust. Got a lot of things going on here right now. Gerald the Brawler, number 691. Check it out.
What's that?
What it is? Looking pretty clear in there?
No.
Wow.
These fucking guys, man.
Yeah, they weren't driving that fast to begin with back there.
These guys are fucking speeding up a little bit now. What are you doing tomorrow?
I got a service rig for breakfast. And then I don't know what after
What service rig for who? Sorry, what?
that. Rolling rig and Rocky to Mustard Creek.
Fucking ridiculous.
Big move, yeah.
What time do you gotta load that at?
8:30.
Oh yeah, yeah, I gotta be fucking like 45 minutes into the bush by off of the fucking Tidewater Road at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. Super fucking pumped about that.
What are you doing down there?
I'm fucking hauling buckets and tanks for Saturday, yeah.
Oh shit, that's the one down the ramp?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just fucking stupid. Work till 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Fucking leave the shop at 5 in the morning. Fuck, I'm tired of this shit. If you're right on my ass, you can probably get around here. I don't see anybody coming, so I can't see any headlights or nothing. They're all back out of her for you.
Alright, we're clear. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you bad?
Oh, look, snow. Oh man, I was supposed to wheel a service rig in the morning, which we all know that's not going to cancel. So I will be wheeling a service rig in the morning. Can't wait for that. Fucking EMS, the mood, like you should know better. It's not like it was that hard. It was. I just moved over a little bit. Set brakes so they freeze. Canadian life hack number 2: wearing a toque under your hat so you can still wear a hat. It's really popular. This is the first time I've ever done it. To me, it kind of looks like, yeah, why not just have, you can get toques that have the thing on them so you don't get the sun in the eye. Yeah! What are you doing?
I just got back. I'm preloading all this. Got shit to go to Tyne tomorrow.
Oh, you're going where I just came from?
I guess so.
Lucky. At least there's no hills.
That's a bonus, yeah.
Highway's a little slick.
Yeah, they are.
Where'd you have to get that from?
Just ideal.
Oh, nice. Ideally close. Probably not the loudest on the block, because it definitely is. Bro around the corner has got like the newer 4-door Charger. I think that's what those are. Yeah, the other one's 2-door is Challenger. So the Charger, and he's got the V6. That's the 3.6 VVTi, which is the same thing that's in. Just straight ice. I'm just gonna cancel stopping at that stop sign. If you don't want to sand it, can't stop, sorry. It's got the same V6 as the van, and when you fire it up, it's like raw. And he's got it straight piped, so I could literally hear it on the other side of the crescent. So I think he wakes up everybody when he starts his car, but I don't think he goes off times like me. I'm the only one that gets up at all hours. I don't think mine's too bad, but you definitely hear it through the walls of your house. So, I was being super awesome yesterday coming home, 9:30 at night. Drifting around the shop, we just got this fresh blanket of snow. So of course I'm like, oh, it's time to hang the truck out. I got a little bit of a feel for these tires that I bought and just threw on there. Like I just bought used, fairly new. I wasn't about to throw down $1,600 just to buy tires on something that I never drive, right? I'm just like, oh, it just sits all the time. Yes, I need to get tire covers, but I just can't bring myself to spending like $200 on tire covers when I paid $100 for the tires, you know, kind of thing. These have lots of life. They're all seasons. For some reason, one was kind of bald. I was like, oh, well, I'm like, man, the pictures you had looked way better. And they're all right. I'm in 2-wheel drive. I'm not struggling. It's sheet of ice. But they definitely kick sideways a lot easier. And I'm able to hold the drift a lot easier. And it like almost hard to hold it because it just wants to kick way out sideways. So I drift around the shop. I drift out of the industrial park. All right, I tone it down, driving through town. And then I get on my last turn pretty much to my house. And I'm like, okay, it's a straight sheet of ice. Go through the intersection, just about to get straight, and I goose it. And the back end just fucking whips wide. And I'm like literally doing like less than 30. And I'm like, oh, it's coming real quick towards the square curb. I'm like, fuck, please stop before you hit the square. Bang! On the right rear. I'm like, oh, that's... Everybody on the other side of the intersection facing the same direction as me saw it, definitely, and was like, oh, look at that teenager, what an idiot. And inside I'm feeling like, oh, I just pulled teenager, I'm an idiot. I probably could have fucking grabbed four-wheel drive and just pinned her and maybe got away with it, but it was just one of those things where like, it's just the way the angle is and stuff. So I get home, I'm like, okay, everything seems fine, because I put it in a four-wheel drive after immediately to vacate the space that I just invaded and felt like a complete moron that I snubbed a curb on the right rear of my pickup. I'm like, oh, it feels bent. But I'm like, well, it can't be bent, it's magnesium. So I'm like, get home, hop out. Of course, got to look at my embarrassment. I'm like, fuck, insert picture here. Big chunk broken right off, air leaking out around the bead. I'm like, the wife's got to work in the morning. I got to work, not too early, but I got to do this service rig. So I'm like, I got to get to work. I don't want to inconvenience my wife. I don't want to get her to drive me all the way out to Blackfalds. So I Facebook Marketplace immediately, looking what's in Red Deer, 9:30 at night, and there's one set of Dodge 20-inch. They're 5-spoke, but they're the flat style. I don't like them, but let's just say they got back to me immediately, and I bought 4 of them in really good shape for $150 last night at like 10 to 10 p.m. I'm like, okay, cool, you're saving my life, thank you. And then I had to go, well, okay, I'm missing a part of the story. Before I left, I had to like start the wife's van, which was already warm, didn't need to preheat it. Jack up the truck, bust the tire off, put it on jack stand, leave, well, throw it in the van, go get the rims from the north end. It's the opposite end of town. I'm like, the opposite end of town. And, oh fuck, I thought that was a fucking 15, not a 5. And then go down to my buddy's shop, that Mikasa. If you're in Red Deer and need any car work, Mikasa Automotive. And that was the other kicker, right? I'm like, okay, this rim's leaking. What's my alternative? I still got insurance on the Jetta that's got just like summer tires on it, and that's it. The TT's at my buddy's shop getting the timing belt with summer tires on it still. I'm like, picking that up. It's supposed to warm up today, but I'm just like, I probably could have just took the van from my wife, but leaving her carless for the day I have my final doctor's eye appointment tomorrow, so I have to be around tomorrow. So I'm like, well, I'm definitely not going out of town overnight. And then, I'm just like, fuck. So I like take the rim off, go buy the rims, tell the story to the North End person. I'm like, I need these like right now. You'd be saving my life so I can make it to work. And they're like, do you really want to make it to work? I'm like, it would be nice to be able to like cop out of work. I thought about it, calling and being like, he's like, wow, well, is there any other way you can get to work? I'm like, well, due to circumstances, no, because my car is getting a timing belt. So I'm down at buddy's shop and I'm about to bust tires, and he's got this brand new high-tech tire machine. I'm like, oh, for fuck. Like, I roll everything over to the tire machine, and I'm used to his tire machine that he's got. I'm like, it's not my favorite, but I know how to use it. And I'm like, completely brand new. It's like 2 days old. I'm like, and it's completely different. I'm like, I should have took a picture of it and did some video of that, but I was like, so wanted to get out of there, and I'm just like, fuck. The previous time that I did all the 4 tires on this, he had a new balancing machine, so I had to figure out that because it was all high tech, digital and everything. Like I'm all for like having something to make job go easier, but it seems like the more high tech, and then I'm just like, I need someone to run down, show me like, how do I use all this stuff? I'm like, I don't know how to set this up. I'm like, I'm turning dials and it's not doing the tire width or the spacing from the machine to the tire. I'm just like, how do you, I'm like, I'm pushing all the buttons. Then I got it in some mode I can't figure out. That's just how it goes. I didn't get out of there till like 11:30. Get home, slap the tire on, take the jack and jack stand out, put the other 3 rims that I got now as spares because I didn't have a spare. My only spares were weather checked and rotten. One's on my F100, so I was like, in the process, I'm like, well, these will last long enough. I'll put these on my F100 because those are completely toast, and I want to like take the rims off of that truck so I could do some stuff with them. The tires are like from 1990. I'm surprised they still hold air. But anyways, it's a sheet of ice. Let's hook up to 40 wheels and go move a service rig. Alright, some of the ABCDEF Fox of wheeling. Had to slide that wheel. It's got 2 big 1-inch bolts in it. I got underneath, got latched, and then I was looking at the gap. I'm like, something doesn't look right here. And then I couldn't get out from underneath it. To get off, unhook the wheel. It's got some big bolts right there. You pull out, slide the wheel back, and I couldn't get out. So it just gingerly lay one chain over the back axle there. Didn't do the center kind of thing, you know. Everything's turning, so this is good. Now we're gonna embark on trying to get out of here at everybody's driving to work time. It's leaking. Huh, cool. Everything is working. Where's the pilot car for the help? Yeah. Up road train, pilot car guys helped you every morning hooking up. You left together as a group. Pretty sure I seen him at like almost 7:15 leaving, going the other way. I'm like, why you ask me what time we're leaving the yard if you're not even gonna be here? I don't know if it was you, Barry, you'd be here helping. Unless if you had the pilot car at home. But I got all these. Just being a pansy. Shut it down. Pins in there, yes. 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 Just the tiniest little C-clip pins. Just like, man. The amount of abuse the Wheeler takes back there because it's torsion beam. That booster is just... Especially if you get off-road. But anyways, get this chain off and then try to get out of this industrial park at rush hour. can't park there. Fuck, that sucks. Sorry for your luck, lady. Literally couldn't get any traction coming up that hill. Going anywhere else with hills today, I'd be like, nope, not happening. I've made this journey countless times, hauling service rigs. It's always, that's probably the worst, is getting up that. I'm like, I'm surprised they ain't got more snow on this. I mean, sorry, sand, more snow. Well, snow would be more traction than ice. But yeah, what a schmozzle. So this is probably the first bad weather that we've had that's stuck around. We've had some snow, but it doesn't really stick that much, you know. It's like melted as soon as it hits the ground. But what is today? Is November 19th. So I didn't have any traffic coming behind me, so I don't drive on the dirt they got here, the sand. Wasn't even to the hill yet, and I was spinning. I'm like, oh, fruits. I'm sure now that it's past, well, it's 8 a.m. now, the snow plows, they've gotten up and they've gone into work now so they can begin doing their stuff instead of staying up all night having this just minty. Like, why? Probably be melting by midday and just be a mess. Well, we're here 20 minutes late, but guess what? Service rig is late too. No problem. Already scissored down. Got all the chains and boomers out, ready to rock and roll. Sun is out. Stuff is, well, it's not melting. It's still cold, but the highways are definitely slopping juice now, so the Crimson Lake Road will probably be a little bit poopy, yeah, but it's flat for the most part. There's no real big hills. A little bit of a hill coming out. I've never had problems. The turnaround area might be not plowed out. They didn't get that much snow here, not even an inch by the looks of it. Maybe an inch, but might have to chain up, turn around. Pretty normal. Unless the grader's out there working it and he's cleared out that spot. They're usually pretty good with it. Sometimes the pile of snow gets too out in the middle over the winter months, you know, and then you got to clip the snowbank. I've had times where I've turned around down there and give her the beans to blast through the pile of snow with the wheeler. And I like literally shot across the road and got stuck in the crust across the bottom of the 9-4 hill. I was just like, oh my lord. But luckily the service rig was just chaining up and they were just letting me turn around. They were gonna blast off and I'm like, bring something over here, I need a tug. And they got me out, but I did get the pilot on the radio and like, make sure nobody comes down that hill. Anyways, hopefully the rig shows up soon and we'll get after rolling rig 7, I think they said. I had a nap, maybe 2. Where are these guys at? Like, yeah. Text me on my way out. They're like, yeah, the rig's like half hour behind. I'm like, perfect. I'm about there too. I was 20 minutes. I figured they might have been just like maybe right in front of me, but I never see them. Got here, nobody's here. Pilot wasn't even here. I'm like, where are you at? This is known to happen from time to time. Why did you break down? Like, even if you were a little bit behind, you should have been able to get here relatively around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I pulled the trigger on the new camera. Yep, 540 bones. Pretty pumped about it. Seen some reviews this morning because it just came out yesterday. Would have been November 18th. Today is the 19th. When it was released, so had money waiting, saved up, ready for it. We're gonna buy one, two. I actually need a round of cameras. Want a new 360. I want to get a new one of those because they're way better. Get rid of this. Upgrade to the newest one they got because this is like 3 years old now. And get one more DJI camera. The 5 is on discount right now. It's like $150 cheaper maybe. It's in the 380, 420, somewhere in there, something. I can't remember. I was looking, I was like, well, it's tempting. And for daytime, the 5 Pro would be great. This one I'm shooting on right now is the 4, which again, it's probably good this way, but then as soon as you stare at all the like sunshine way, it kind of bleaches out a bit. So pumped to get the new camera. Should be here tomorrow. Says Amazon, so hopefully it's not like back ordered because they usually fly off the shelf pretty quick when they first release. So hopefully they got it. Then I gotta pay for my timing belt. That's gonna be a couple bucks. Like 1,500 bucks. Also got them to do the cam follower for the high pressure fuel pump, which is Audi's. I thought I didn't have it for a second there, but yeah, they have it on the same engine. So there's a lobe that runs, or a follower that runs on the cam, and it does the pressure for the fuel pump or something. You got to replace those every like 60,000. It all depends on your oil change routine and what kind of oils, but another thing that's got to be changed constantly, little things like that. So the car should be good for like 10 years now. If I keep it for 10 years, I'm pretty well known for not keeping a car very long, but I think I'll keep this one for a while. But anyways, hopefully these guys show up soon, back shortly maybe. me. I've been hauling these guys on and off. Well, we hauled them the whole time. We're at Road Train, we haul them all the time. I'm like, we've never hauled from the other co-op because A, there's nowhere to deck down. The Petrocan, yeah, as long as there's no trucks there, you can get away with that. Brakes, that helps. Back up a little bit here so I can swing. I know, sometimes I don't know how I make it through a full day either. I usually always load right here because it's a patch of dirt and it's the easiest to get to. Where if you come in, you got to squeeze through the pumps and get lined up to load on that side, and it's usually muddy and shitty over there. It's a tight fit to get out of here, but it's fine as long as you don't have to contend with other traffic. Yeah, we blow stop signs because you're actually blocking both lanes, so stopping would be bad. I scored a rim from Lacombe that matches mine, 35 bucks. I was looking on eBay, they're like 400 bucks. I'm like, blow it out your ass, just for one. Which, if you were to buy it from the dealership, that's what they would cost, but I'm like, no. Someone's got a set of these somewhere, and they don't want them. You stay with me, I run a light, you run a light.
Stand